What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another day in the life video. Another day, another Cayenne apparently. So we've been getting a lot of Cayennes, and we have a couple more on the way. So thank you guys that watch these videos. One of our Cayenne videos, you know, has a good amount of views, and we've gotten some good traction from it. So besides the point, we have this 2025 Cayenne GTS behind me. It's gonna get a full suit of paint protection. So what we're doing is we're gonna change this from gloss black, as you can see, and it's gonna be converted to matte with STEK's DynoMatte PPF. We're also tinting the whole car right now. I'm working on that. So he's doing 20% on the fronts, and then we're doing 70% clear on the rest of the car. This thing's gonna stay nice and cool during the summer months. And then we're gonna top everything off and ceramic coat the wheels, the glass, the PPF, everything. So this thing is getting protected head to toe. Customer dropped it right off to us from the dealership, so that's the best way to do it. So we're gonna get to tinting now. All right, guys, so first up, we are gonna start tinting this thing. So he's doing 20% on the fronts to kind of match the rear, and then we're gonna do 70% all the way around. We got all of the door panels pulled off. These are very difficult door panels to remove. It does take time, but in my opinion, this is the way to do it and the way to do it right. So one thing, we had a really nice comment in one of our other videos that I don't know what I'm doing because I don't cover the door panels. So just want to show you on cars that we do have to cover them, I cover them. But on a lot of cars, a lot of these doors are made of vinyl. So what do you think your siding on your house is made of? It's vinyl. It's allowed to get wet. It's okay. It's allowed to get a little, wet. So here, we're covered the panels. These are leather, and it's got this stitching here. So if you don't cover them, you'll see this stitching kind of swell up and not look very good, and you pretty much ruin it at that point. Bottom loading. A lot of guys use peel boards. We just haven't had the opportunity to get one yet. This method works for me, so that's the way I do it. So we're gonna load the film in first, load it all the way down in there, kind of slide it forward, bring it into place. Will not move on me here. All right, guys, shrinking the film. So a lot of people ask us, do we install the film on the outside of the window? That is no. So what we're doing here is we're basically forming the tint to the shape of the glass. So I'm heating it and just kind of forming it. There's gonna be little fingers that pop up here. I'll heat them and shrink them and push them down. And then that way, when we go and apply it on the inside of the glass, that way there's no fingers popping up on the inside. So whatever happens out here, right, is gonna happen on the inside. So, so as you can see here, obviously ignore this because that's fine, but this is all laying flat. So, which means it will lay flat on the inside. I do a squeegee squeege. So I'm gonna line my top edge up. This looks good. All right. And then I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna take my little tri-edge and just make sure that there's no gap here. So It's a little tiny gap. I want to just push this over a tad, just so it sits in there. Line the top back up. And we're golden, Tony boy. All right, guys, I am at the back window now. So I'm gonna do that. It's already shrunk, but come in here. Look how comfy that looks. So whoever wants to get tucked in, here you go. This is for you. Get tucked right in there. And you can sleep in the back of a Porsche Cayenne. Oh, guys, so want to hit on the disassembly part. So we do disassemble some minor things. We're not taking door handles off. We're not taking mirrors off. We're not taking bumpers off. We're not taking headlights out for the most part, unless the customer really wants that and wants to, you know, pay a lot of money for that. But on our normal installs, so a lot of times, like if we have a Porsche, we'll remove the badge and we'll get it tucked under there. And then if you follow me here, we actually took this little channel off here so that way when we do this A-pillar, the film's going to be able to tuck in here, and then that will sit kind of right over it and you literally won't even notice it. So it just, again, just eliminates a seam, you know, where we can. There's going to be a seam back here and things like that. These are things that we, you know, kind of set the expectations with our customer. A lot of these newer cars, in my opinion, you know, they have a lot of electronics in these door handles and things like that. You know, if you don't get them back properly, it's just another liability on our end. But again, with these patterns from Core, they're, you know, really, really good. And a lot of times, most customers don't even notice what we're talking about. So some of you guys might be wondering, like, why did we tint this whole car? You know, the rear of the car has tint on it, but it doesn't. It's a dyed glass, but it offers no sort of heat rejection or anything. It's literally just strictly for privacy. So that's why we put our 70% on there. So this whole car is going to stay a lot cooler during the summer. A lot of people just do the fronts, which is fine. You know, obviously if you're just going for looks and you don't really care about that stuff, do the fronts. But if you really want your car to stay cooler during the summer, do the whole car. It's worth it. So funny story about this customer. He is a returning customer of ours. He actually found us because he went to the glass and window place next door to us. Wound up, you know, not knowing we were here, stopped in one day, booked his 911 for full front PPF and coating, and now he's getting this one. He had a 2008 Cayenne that he was telling us about that had like almost 300,000 miles on it. So he just got this, and he's doing full matte PPF. So sometimes you're in the right place at the right time, I guess. All right, guys, as you can see, we're already getting started laying the PPF here. Started the hood. So we're getting that all laid down. We're gonna trim it all out, tuck in that emblem area, get that all situated, and then we're gonna move on to the rest of the vehicle. If you actually follow me around this way, it's actually really cool because you could see the huge difference in, you know, so Greg already did a door here, so you can see the difference between the gloss and the matte. Looks sick.
All right, guys, so we're making good progress on the Cayenne. So we're doing the lower door section now. We got the hood, both fenders, all 4 doors laid. We started on the back lower door portion. Now we're working to the front. And then we're gonna probably finish the day off today with the, hopefully the A-pillars, get them done, knocked out. They're the biggest piece on the car, or one of the biggest pieces besides the bumper. So I wanna get those taken care of. Oh my God, this is so f***ing annoying. Being on the ground sucks. So this flare, it's a little difficult to get it to lay like nice and tight in here. But I also extended this edge so that way we'll get it to the edge of the inside and it'll look like paint. So one thing that, you know, we do extra to make sure that the all the gloss is covered, especially on this fender flare. Like there's gonna be some spots where you can't hide it. But like this is one of those things where we go the extra mile to adjust the software and extend that edge in there.
All right, guys, I'm making the template in all seriousness. So basically, I'm gonna make sure that this is gonna go back in the right place. I'm gonna make some measurements here to just see where everything lines up. I'm gonna mark it on the tape and then I'll pull it off. And then once that happens, I'll take the badge off, we'll PPF over it, finish it all up, and then we'll, you know, finish it all off. We will stick this badge back and it'll be in the correct spot. Could you imagine if this was filled with beer? Just right in your mouth. That'd be a good party.
All right, guys, so we got today, day 1, we got a lot done actually. We were moving and grooving. Hood, fenders, flares, all 4 doors, both A-pillars. We're just letting it dry out. We're gonna come back, trim it, and then tomorrow, we'll probably get started on either the roof or the back hatch area. We got a couple little pieces on the rockers to go, both bumpers. But as you can see, it looks really good. Here, if you wanna get up here, you can see the edge. We'll let that dry and wrap it in the morning. All right, guys, so we're about to lay the roof on the Cayenne. So as you can see, kind of hard to see, but you can get an idea. We extended everything, so that way we get a nice seamless finish. Oh God, this is not gonna be fun. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, end of day 2. We got a lot done again today. We did the roof, the mirrors, some of the lower doors on the other side, the rear flares, the whole back hatch area, the rear bumper if you want to come follow me around. So we did this, 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 that, all the back. And then we just have to finish up tomorrow we'll do the bottom of the rear bumper, the front bumper, and then all the way underneath there's actually there's a lower rocker down all the way at the bottom. So we're gonna cover that as well. There's a lot of paint on this car. Everything's painted. There's no plastic. Like as you can see on this one, there's a lot of plastic at the bottoms. There's nothing plastic on this car. So everything's painted, everything's getting covered. We did all the B-pillars as well. So stay tuned for tomorrow. We're gonna be doing the front bumper, rear bumper, and some other little miscellaneous pieces. What's up, guys? Day 3. We just finished up laying all the pieces. It was really noisy in here and I was really zoned in all day, so we didn't film a ton today, but we got done the front bumper, the lower splitter area, the lower rockers underneath the doors, finished up the back bumper area down here. This was a very intricate piece. As you can see, there's a lot of angles and stuff, and getting that to be covered with the matte film was a little bit of a challenge, but we got it down. So tomorrow we got a lot of trimming, post heating. Other than that, this thing's ready to go. So we'll have a couple more hours on it in the morning, and then we should be ready to go. We'll get it coated tomorrow afternoon and pick up Monday. Final day. You already saw me on the ground going around doing some trimming, some post heating. I got a couple more things up on the lower half, the front bumper, and then I'm going to go over the roof, and then we'll get ready to wipe it down, get it ready for coating, and stay tuned. All right, as you guys saw in the previous video, so we removed this badge, put the film on, then restuck it back down. Now, typically we could do a 3M like double-sided tape to restick these. Customer did not want to buy new badges for this. They were $210, pretty expensive. So we came up with a solution. We're using this 3M press in place emblem adhesive. We used it a couple times, especially for these smaller ones. It works really well. Getting that 3M double-sided tape on these little tiny emblems would be very difficult. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. We could have done a cutout, but on a matte install, it's pretty standard to not do that. It looks so much better this way, a lot cleaner.
So some of you guys might ask, what is the benefit of coating your glass? So I'll kind of paint a picture for you here. So let's say you're driving and it's pouring rain, right? You ever get that feeling where it's so hard to see out of your car because the rain is just coming down so heavily? What this does is it makes the glass hydrophobic. So when you're driving and you're going like high speeds, the water just kind of beads and flies off, which in my opinion makes your driving experience a ton easier, because obviously you're able to see way better when your glass is hydrophobic. Now, if it wasn't, your wipers are going a mile a minute. You can't see out of the side windows at all. It just really sucks. So that's why we coat the glass. It's a huge benefit. A lot of people do it, and it just makes all the sense in the world. Starting to get to busy season. Winter's over. Spring is in the air. So we're ready to get busy. Winter was a little rough around here in New Jersey, so we are ready to get busy again.
What is up, guys? Pickup day. Just to recap on this one, 2025 Porsche Cayenne GTS. We did full body STEK DynoMatte PPF, changed the whole look of this thing, made it really nice and stealthy. Full ceramic tint all the way around, coated the wheels, coated the PPF, as well as all the glass. Take a look at it. It looks absolutely amazing. If you guys like these videos, please comment, like, subscribe. We're going to be coming out with a lot more videos like this, so stay tuned. Have a good one.